Hi everyone, my name is Beth. I'm one of the librarians at the GTU Library, and I just want to take a few minutes and show you how to access online resources while we're closed. So let me just share my screen. Okay, so I am starting on the library homepage. This is gtu.edu/library. And I am going to be using Summon. So Summon is the search box right here. What Summon does is search all of our books, articles, everything that we have. You can kind of think of it as like a big search engine for the GTU library. So I'm going to show you how to get in and narrow only to things you can access from home. So you can put in a search here. Oops. So I'm just going to do interfaith care. That's opening up here. And you can see I have 9,000 results. I just did interfaith care. You can search for anything you'd like to. But what I want to do is narrow it to only the online things. So there's a little box, a little check over here that you can check. And this is going to get rid of anything we have in print. At the moment, we don't have physical access to the library. So this is going to get rid of the print books that we have and print journals. So you're going to be left with ebooks and online journal articles. Now I have 7,000 results over here, and they are sorted by relevance. So that's to the term that I'm doing. If you want, you can actually change it. So let's say you're looking for a particular author or a particular title, and you put that exact title in, you can change it to sort by that. Or a lot of people like to sort by newest. So if you want to see the most recent things, you can change it there to sort by newest. And you can see it's going to be the same results, but they're going to be sorted in a different way. The relevance sorting, if you leave it to relevance, will most likely bring the books to the top. So you'll see like this ebook is at the top. Usually things in our catalog float to the top if you're doing relevance. Now, if you wanted something specific, for example, only ebooks, you could lower down over here. You can see there's an option to click book and ebook. So now I have full text online. I can click book and ebook. And that's going to give me 12 results. So I have 12 results here for my books and ebooks. Now, if you've had classes with me in the past, I have probably mentioned that many of the ebooks have a single user. So it's just like a print book. If someone is reading it, you cannot read it at the same time. Fortunately, many of the vendors that we buy these ebooks from have removed that limitation. So now, right now, most of our ebooks are unlimited, which means everyone can read them at the same time. So that's great. So this particular book, if I wanted to read this book, I click on it. It's going to open up in a new tab. It's going to ask you for your last name and if you're a student, your student ID number. And that's the full student ID number with the letters and the numbers. If you don't know it, it will be in your student information system. So that's where you register. You can look that up. You can also ask us if you're not sure what your student ID number is. For faculty, you will put in your library barcode. If you don't have a library barcode or your card is expired, just send us an email at library@gtu.edu and we will fix your account. So I'm just going to log in here. And then it's going to take me into this ebook. So you can see here, I'm in the ebook. This is what I was mentioning before about how many people can use the book at the same time. It's currently changed to unlimited. So the publishers of this book have changed it to unlimited. And then you can scroll down for the book that you're in, and you can jump right into a section. You don't have to start at the beginning and page through. You could actually just open up the table of contents, get right in. You can read these ebooks on any device that has a browser. So you don't need a special ebook reader, a computer, a tablet. You could read it on your phone if you need to. It'll get you in. Now, the nice thing about these using Summon is that it keeps it has a new tab that it opens when it opens Summon, so you don't lose your search results. My search results are still here, so I could go back and I could look at the next one too if I wanted to. A few other things I'm going to point out. You can take off a check mark. Let's say I don't want ebooks, I want to go back to the regular search. If your professors want you to have the peer-reviewed scholarly items, there is an option here to narrow by that. So you can click that. So again, I have full text online, the scholarly peer-reviewed articles. And these will be the same thing. When you click on full text online, it will open up that login if you haven't logged in before, and then you can get into the article. The next thing below it is open access. So we have a lot of items in our catalog which are open access. That means they're freely accessible to anyone. You don't need a login for these. So if you click on this open access, some of them actually do have a little open access symbol. Not all of them do. What this means is if, let's say, you're not a student at the GTU, maybe you're a visitor and you're watching this, you can access these freely accessible items without a login. So these are open to everyone. You can get in, you can search for these, and these will just open up the different articles in there. So you can see this one says open access, this one says open access, but all of these ones that I've checked are open access. So you can hop in and get those. And then you can remove that again if you want to. You can narrow by specific types. The next section is by publication date. So you can narrow, if let's say you only want things in the last 10 years or so, you can actually slide this date slider around to find articles that you want. There's a discipline one, which I don't find as useful. And then the one at the bottom is language. So when you're searching, you can actually get a bunch of languages. And depending on what you're searching for, you'll have different numbers here in the languages. But that is another option too. The final thing I want to show you in Summon is there's an advanced search. Click on advanced and you have other options here. So you could do more specific searches. So if you're looking for something by title, by subject terms, there's all these different options that you can add in, and then you can even have more. So if you have a number of subject terms you want to search for, like let's say interfaith care, United States, you know, for example, you could add more terms in there and search it that way. Let me go back to the basic search. Okay, so those are just a few of the things in Summon that I want to talk about. You probably can see there's a chat box here in Summon. We also have a chat box in the library homepage. So you can see here's a chat box here. And we are going to be on chat, we the librarians, from 10 to 5 during the week. So you can come in, you can chat, you can also email us if you want to, and then we can set up either one-on-one Zoom appointments, or we can do you know, on email, whatever is easier for you. So those are the things I want to point out. Again, if you have any questions, just let us know and we are here.